Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I know it's been a minute. I hope you can hear me okay because I am quite rusty. So, hope my audio is good. But I figured we would discuss all of the foolery, the hoopla that's been surrounding Jason Black, pretty much exposing just Pearly things. But it seems like she has or shares some racist ideologies. So, I figured we discuss that this evening. Um, It was quite interesting. I just want to say before we get started, I watched Jason's stream last night, pretty much in its entirety. It was fire. It was long. This I think his stream is over 7 hours. I didn't finish the end. I had to go to bed. So I'm groggy today. So I'm tired today, okay? But it was really entertaining. It was engaging. It was informative. Like I can't believe something so long could hold my attention and thousands other attention for so long. So I figure we just kind of I want to highlight some clips. I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to come up. But I think since it's been a week since Jason dropped that bomb on the Black Manosphere, that we've had enough time to kind of gather our thoughts, how we feel about the situation. What do we think is the outrage doing? How does this impact the manosphere? Like we can just talk about whatever, but I think we've had enough time to kind of think about those things. So yeah, let me see what y'all saying. But I thank y'all for joining me tonight. What's up? Just chilling. Good to see you. Hey Rod B, good to see you. Hope y'all had a good day. What's up, Water Sniper? Yeah, I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on this channel. I feel bad because I did some commentary on that Daryl Brooks trial. And I swear every day people are commenting and watching those videos. They love those videos. But I just haven't been inspired. So I need to be more disciplined, at least pop up here at least once a week, to holler at y'all. Yes, Water Sniper. I think it got up to, am I wrong? Didn't it get to over 9,000? I'm thinking about somebody in chat, but it was a lot of people watching. And I mean, continuously, even when, let's see, I want to say, I'm on the East Coast. I want to say I had to doze off by 3 a.m., maybe a little before. I think it was still at least 5,000 people watching. Like, that was crazy to me. That was crazy to me. So I'll do this. First, we'll start with the clip that just started all of this. Now, Jason, I'm using Jason's video because he's so awesome. He has chapters and everything. I don't know if he have an assistant because this is a long ass live stream, but he has it in chapters. So we're gonna play the clip of just Pearly and Nick Fuentes. I really cut you, y'all. Don't judge me, but I think his name Nick Fuentes. He is a self-proclaimed white supremacist, white nationalist, and incel. Now, those are his words. So I'm gonna play that. Yeah, I'm gonna play that, and then I'll go ahead and drop the link. So let me find my tab here because the Black manosphere is so interesting to me. It's like train wreck. I just cannot turn away from.
First, a brief recap.
So that's why they call you a white supremacist.
That is why they say that.
Because you feel like by changing the entire demographic makeup of a country, it's going to completely change the country. The same way if in Poland they switched it out with Nigerians, it would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, did you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense, like what you're saying. Personally, I'm trying to get my Africans in America, so we're not gonna support that. Like, please make it easy for me to immigrate next year.
Well, I will say there are more industrious than American blacks.
Get blessing in.
I'm gonna stop it there. But you notice how she was like my Africans, and he was saying that Africans are more industrious than Americans. They're talking about us, Black Americans, right? And that's such a weird conversation. Aren't both of these people in their 20s? It's so weird to see. I guess maybe I assume that you would think just older people are racist, but they seem to share these same Toxic ideologies.
He can stay.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Yeah,
We do Karen it better than anyone else.
That's true. Yeah, that's not sure that's like something to be proud of. It kind of is though. Actually, I'm actually in a way kind of like pro Karen.
Karens are needed. I'm not saying
Yeah.
sometimes we're in the wrong,
Mhm.
but I honestly think like Karens are the ones that do the shit that no one else wants to do.
Mhm.
Now, you might have been on the negative end of the Karen stick, right?
That's
But they all probably wanted you fired or wanted you blacklisted, right? Karen's just the one that did it.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Like she's basically saying it's okay to be a Karen, pretty much. I mean, Karens are not positive women. They harass people, mainly innocent people for the most part. I feel you, word sniper. I had to go to. Like I said, I was struggling today. I should have took my butt to bed. Just said Jason. Okay, yeah, he got but Jason, one thing about him, like I noticed that he doesn't have the subscriber count, like say O'Shea Do Jackson or Mediocre Tutorials or I guess even Kevin Samuels. Trying to think of someone else. But I'm not trying to say he has a low number, obviously, but he has really good engagement on his live streams. Like I watch his channel, I watch him for years. It's just certain content, like when he starts going on women, I normally just leave exit because it just really depends on what he's talking about. I think he can be harsh. I think a lot of these guys can be harsh, honestly. But I so happened to see him doing a live on just Pearly, and my first thought was like, O'Shea is gonna just love this come tomorrow. And O'Shea's been making videos about just Pearly since. Like I think it's kind of overkill at this point. I think it's kind of excessive. Like we get the point. But hey, who am I? You said the Philly Flea was lucky to get over, but that's great for him, right? I mean, that's great for Obsidian to have over 2,000. That's like his viral moment. He's been looking for his viral moment. He's been harassing Kimberly Nicole Foster. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with her, but she runs this YouTube channel called For Harriet. I think she has either a website, a blog, along with her YouTube channel. Now she's a feminist. She lives in Dallas. Matter of fact, I can show y'all. I'll say that for later because I just want to show y'all something about these Black manosphere guys. But that's true. Just subs don't mean anything if they're not engaging, and that's like a lot of YouTube. I know I do it too. I don't know about y'all. You subscribe to the channel, but a lot of times I don't go back to watch subs. I think subs help you when you're trying to get monetized, but after that, it's kind of like who's really watching you. That's what matters. Who's watching? So I'd say Jason's sub count and engagement are pretty close together. It's pretty good. It's kind of rare to see on YouTube because notice it's like some people don't really get. I guess I could be one of them. If being honest, like 10% of the sub count. And then I noticed too with some channels, videos, pre-recorded videos perform better than the live streams as well. So, but let's continue. Let's see if they hurry up. Maybe I'll speed
That's
up.
right.
So, from my point of view, if the guy next door is having this loud party and I'm the one that goes and complains, everyone wanted it to stop.
That's right.
I'm from Karen.
I'm Italian. The only times I'm on time for things is when I get the time wrong. When I think I'm supposed to be there way earlier than I'm actually supposed to be there. Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3. That's why I texted you. I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes late. I was leaving.
Yeah, well, okay, blessing was more like late after.
And then they were laughing about one of her employees, Blessing. I think it's a black. I don't know if they're male or female, but they were late. You know how, at least in America, we have the CPT time. So they were joking about that.
I'm in our time.
Ha, ha, ha. By the way, the audio is what it is deliberately. I want to differentiate it from what you heard previously, but brief aside, ha, ha, ha.
He's really offended. But your argument was the Holocaust was not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah.
And so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah. Basically.
Well, what do you mean basically?
Well, yeah, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of deny it happened.
I deny some of the parts of
You
it.
deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they're embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds... Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy.
They're
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get
trouble.
yourself
This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often...
Okay, so you see how she paused? she paused, so she knew it wasn't. It was probably in poor taste or not a good idea to say that slavery. They embellished slavery, and she used the roots. I think it's a book by Alex Haley and mini series. I don't know if they would consider it docu series, but yeah. So that's all. I think that's enough for that. I think by this point we've probably all seen her and him talk. So I'm gonna drop the link and we can just really talk about what we think about all of this stuff pretty much. But I do want to kind of showcase there's a part in the stream where a man calls in. I think he's a good representation of the manosphere. So I want us to look at that. But let me drop the link if I can figure out how to do that. Let's see, it's been a minute. So yeah, I'm dropping the link. See if anyone wants to come up. If not, I'll just tell you what I think. It's been entertaining for sure. Been entertaining for sure. I know Obsidian has been loving the attention his channel has been getting. Oh goodness, Obsidian, he's so long-winded to me, and he says a lot. He says a lot. It's like a lot of fluff. Like he wants to show us that he subscribes to that Merriam-Webster word of the day. Like he used a lot of SAT words. And he still seems to be obsessed with Derek Jackson. And yeah, that's one of his main obsessive people, Derek Jackson. Oprah. I don't know why he's always discussing Oprah. But let's see. So I'm gonna look at my notes here. I'm gonna show first I want to get into this Kimberly Nicole Foster while I'm thinking about Obsidian. As I mentioned, she runs the channel for Harriet. And I'm really not sure where the beef started. Has it been long standing? I really don't know. Okay. But she does put events on in Dallas. I think an event that's upcoming is a paint and sip, right? So she charges for events, which I don't see the problem with that. And he's trying to just say something nasty. So I'm going to show y'all what he's trying to insinuate about her event. So I'm going to show you via his YouTube page. Make sure my screen is showing. Let me move this banner. Move this comment. Excuse me. Okay, so here you see Obsidian's YouTube channel. Go subscribe up if you want to. Here, the everyday brother, but whatever. Okay. So now one thing that stands out to me, he's one of the founding fathers of the Black Manosphere. But look at his content. Is the Black Manosphere not about Black male empowerment? What look at this. Why does what do you bring to the table sting so bad? Just pearly things in an angry Black female gaze. Should men have to pay for access to women? Black feminists hate open debate. Black feminists keep taking losses. Will the sisterhood submit for $75,000? No, we won't. That's not enough. Andrew Tate, Brittany Renner debate. Is Black love for sale? They hate it when Black men. Look at this. For Harriet. Okay, let me. What's up, Jess?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, the show.
So, what stands out to me is not just Obsidian, but do you notice how the Black Manosphere, all they talk about is women? Do you notice that?
Man, yeah, more than I can ever try anyway, but yeah, I do notice that.
And I don't know if you're able to see the screen, but Kimberly Nicole Foster, he made a video talking about is for Harriet a suck and paint sister too.
Yeah, I see that.
Did you actually see that video?
I want to say I did, but refresh my memory here.
I didn't watch it, but I just saw her in a called Summer Stream. Her and Obsidian share in common that they both seem to subscribe to Merriam-Webster word of the day because they both very eloquent, with their words. I think she's Harvard educated, They love using those SAT words. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just being silly, but that's disgusting for him to insinuate that. I've never even heard of a sucking paint.
Hey, it's shit's news to me.
That's disgusting. Like the way Obsidian's mind works is very troubling to me.
I don't know if you ask me, shit sound like incel talk, but that's just me.
Yes, yes, and then thinking about Pearly interviewing that incel Nick, like who? I never knew anyone to consider themselves an incel. That's so weird.
Well, put it like this. What else can you call yourself? You ain't getting none like that.
His hand probably raw, honey. Okay. But like the things Obsidian, like he's like a little gnat. You call a flea, a little flea. Just leave people alone. Like I don't know why he does that. To me, he does too much.
Yeah, because besides him being 4'10", that's another reason I call him Flea, though, because he finds a hose, he sucks it out for all it's worth, and then on to the next hose.
Right. And then I still laugh when I think about that video. To me, Donovan, I don't believe that's his real accent. I think it's kind of his white boy voice. But when he was going in on Obsidian House, I was just hollering at that.
Oh, you talking about that game show voice he got?
Oh, yep.
Or should I say that white game show voice?
Right. We was talking about Obsidian's home, but Obsidian, I remember, like I said, I think I mentioned this to y'all before. I remember Obsidian from Blog Talk Radio. He was the voice of the everyday brother. Now he this bougie Negro talking about he going to art galleries. And I remember he was on C Boogie's podcast. This had to be maybe 2020. And he was like going to art galleries. I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, I noticed he wouldn't talk. Yeah, I think the biggest thing about it though is old girl that brown sugar chick. She probably influenced all that art gallery shit. You never know.
Yeah, probably. But I
'Cause
don't know how she feels about. He's always saying he's a self-proclaimed bachelor.
That's a good question.
Ain't that his lady?
That's what I thought.
It seems like Obsidian wants to exercise his options.
Yeah, that should tell you something.
Like brown sugar girl, you need to drop him before he drop you. Because as soon as he can drop you, he's gonna do it.
That's what it sounds like. For all we know, yeah, he trying to get at old girl though. Yeah, that Pearly chick.
Right. Hold on one second.
So what up, though?
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. But yeah, just Pearly is a young woman. I don't think she would want anything to do with Obsidian.
Oh hell nah. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, but I'm telling you what is funny though about that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember there was in some of his past videos, he probably still talk that shit today. But I remember he'd always talk about how he'd have 18-year-old girls bent over his couch and this, that, and the third. So I'm thinking to myself, so a nigga that what you about to say?
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, so a nigga that walked with a cane, yeah, still cries about his prom. Yeah, and I know he got to be in his early to mid 50s right about now.
Mm-hmm.
And he talking about bending 18-year-old girls over his couch.
That's gross. So they're gonna see him walking down the street with that cane, hobbling down the street, and like, oh, he fine. I want to get with him. Okay, sure. Sure. Yeah, sure, City. Okay, sure.
I almost forgot too. Yeah, keep in mind he a man of means, but he still struggles to pay his light bill from what I'm hearing still.
Oh, that's right. Be a bad look for the city of Philadelphia. That's all I got to say. His foolishness, the way he showed out Sunday with just Pearly. And what he said, he butt broken the way he showed out.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's not cool. Not cool at all. But just looking at all his videos and therapist efforts. You think they talking about a therapist? I follow a therapist on Twitter. They tore her up, but if I were her, honestly, I wouldn't have said that. I do know therapists can like this select, what demographics they want to work with. But I like Twitter. It seems like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they all different social media. Like Twitter is always looking to swarm in on something.
Yeah, because it's all from what I'm seeing on Twitter though. It's all about the trend. Yeah, the next trending topic.
Yep.
So basically, if you ain't a trending topic, or if you ain't promoting a trending topic, then you're pretty much gonna get left behind.
Right. He done like this Ace Metaphor guy. I think I've seen Sansa Ray with him before.
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, Ace Metaphor reminds him a lot of his first love. What is his name? Derek Jackson.
Yes, he's so in love with Derek Jackson. Like he mentioned Derek Jackson Sunday. I don't know if you heard during that stream he did, but it was a girl. She had left some woman, typing his chat, and basically she said something negative about just Pearly. It wasn't like rude, but he went off, called him on the B word and everything, then started ranting about Oprah, Derek Jackson, Steve Harvey. Weird.
Yeah, I want to say I did hear him say something about that, but I wasn't looking at the chat either. So
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I was kind of out and about and trying to listen, so I was kind of multitasking. But they love the manosphere love Lizzo. Like they always saying Lizzo size woman. They love her.
I guess she's the hot big chick at the moment. So I guess they're gonna use her as a reference, And see, that's another thing too. Yeah, see, these niggas supposed to be anti-establishment and forward thinking and this, that, and the third. But yeah, they always focus the most on pop culture.
They do, because they trying to make. I think they make their living on here, so they trying to get the views.
Yeah, that's that. Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just think, and I feel like no sense of us replaying these videos. I think anybody interested probably saw the stuff, but I just think Black manosphere lacks a lot of integrity. I'm like, do they believe? If they believe this stuff, they say it's disgusting, but they lack a lot of integrity, specifically O'Shea. I don't have anything against anybody, but I do notice his foolery, and I should share the screen on his page. Because I remember just a few months ago, he was propping her up, just Pearly things, up as woman king.
And then as soon as she say that shit, now he want to cancel her. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, he's so fake. And he's supposed to be like a Pan-Africanist.
Well, dang what I heard.
What'd you say?
He said, no, I was getting ready to say though, what a difference a few years made, because I remember when he first came out, he wasn't talking that Pan-Africanist shit.
Yeah, like I'm not hating on nobody. Get your money, but I was disgusted. I watched his channel. So when I saw when he uploaded Just Pearly Things is the new woman king, the Black manosphere, when they have so many women that really support them, like genuinely support them. It couldn't be me. I would not, because I just wouldn't. But you have like the Chantel Simone, Courtney Michelle, Six, the Goddess, got Danica Marie, the girl with the crimson chin. What's her name? Ches Sade.
Oh yeah, you said the crimson chin. Oh yeah, that hedgehog. What's her name? Kendra D.
Kendra D. Jessica. I can't stand Jessica. I cannot stand that woman.
I think what it is though, they only propped just strong things up though, because she hot at the moment, and then of course with her being white, they think white equals the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I remember when Just Pearly, I feel like YouTube was pushing hard because I kept having to hit do not recommend on her stuff. I'm like, I don't want to see this mess. It'd be like shorts and streams and all kind of stuff. And to me, I just didn't like the optics of this white woman sitting up here with all these Black people going in on Black women. She claims she's an advocate for men. I was like, no, y'all, you just another one that you just want to drag Black women, or at least have them do your dirty work for you.
Yeah, because that's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Watching it.
And I can't remember his name, but I know there's this gay stripper that Flea had on his panel on that night when old girl was up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think yeah, he was it was that one frame where it was him and another dude on both sides of a mic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know he do his recruiting for her.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's not cool. I don't know how things work in the UK, but I just could not sit up there. And I should show that. I don't know if you've seen that clip. You haven't. I show Melanie King was on her show going in on women, those young women, telling them their vaginas stink. Like,
Oh yeah, and what I'm thinking about, it's worth mentioning that them two dudes I just mentioned, yeah, they Nigerian.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I noticed. I have a Jamaican friend. She has a lot of family in the UK.
Oh, but let's hear what Mommy Cray Cray got to say though.
Okay, sure, I will show that because I thought that was disgusting, and I don't know much about her honestly. I never knew she had a children's channel. I think you mentioned it, but I don't know. Some people say she's mixed race. Some people say she's full black, but I just thought that was not right what she was doing to those women. And like, how did she know their vaginas stink? That was like, and actually, I saw this on Ramil's channel, so I didn't want to play the Pearly's channel, so I said, "Well, I'll just play Ramil's stream." It was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, it was hilarious. They cracked me up with that SBE talk, shame, blame, explain.
Yeah, they got their own terms and letters and all that shit they love to use.
They right about that. That's what the manosphere likes to do. They think you can't shame nobody into doing nothing they don't want to do.
But I do say the E part fits them perfect though, because the manosphere, MGTOW, whatever you want to call them, they love splaining.
They do, and then well, I'm gonna be respectful. Kevin Samuels, shame, blame, explain his way on out of here. Like, you need to chill out and leave people alone, you know?
Hey, like the old saying goes, do fuck shit, come back to you.
Yeah, he stressed himself on out. Okay, so in this clip, it's gonna be Melanie King discussing smelly vaginas with these. I don't know if it's a panel, I don't know what you call it, but check it out.
Could you?
Yo, I just realized they got mediocre. You got just Pearly things. You got Melanie. Yeah, this is an SBE dream team, right? So they all collab and just created the SBE Justice League and shit. I just realized. So they all see that they collab and I see what's going on. Okay, they did like a Captain Planet type shit. They doing a all-star team, SBE all-star. Okay.
Tell me specifics and I could probably remember.
I'm talking about BV, something that's very serious for when bacterial vaginosis caused you to be sterile. Because Brittany Renner talked about how she had 3 men down in 1 week and she had a nasty yeast infection.
Okay, nice.
Here we go to Brittany Renner. What the fuck? Yeah, Brittany Renner is still. I ain't even finna talk about the moves that bitch making on niggas right now. And even Brittany Renner's pussy can stink like a motherfucker. Niggas still. All right, let me.
That's disgusting, but I believe it's true.
let me keep playing this.
Chlamydia and you had gonorrhea.
No, that's
let's not
nice.
call it. No, it's not nice. I don't care what's nice.
No.
I'm
not saying it's not nice.
If you busting it open and you taking 3 down, like let's be adults. Like there's nothing nice about you taking 3 down in your throat.
You're
and
your body. Here. Obviously, you can catch BV without having sex. You can catch.
Stop the cap.
You can't.
Oh, see, and here, see.
And you can. That's like a PhD issue. Melanie is misinformed, self-righteous.
And here's the hit. SBE. Every time SBE gets hit with like a fact that counters what the SBE is, they always try to just say shut up. Like when Kevin Samuels would do streams, and like these hoes, even though these hoes are stupid, but every once in a while they'll get him on time. Here, just shut up, get off the call. Every time SBE gets hit with like a fact, they just try to shut it down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Watch this.
Stop that. I know you can. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
You can.
Stop that. I know you can, but y'all are taking down like it's never been seen in the world before.
I just genuinely found it.
Okay, so they're acting like these quote unquote modern women are having more sex than ever. I don't understand how they quantify that. I don't get it, but whatever.
If you ask me, though,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but if you ask me, though, it's going to show you just how much reality that they live in, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying women ain't getting nothing like that, but they ain't no shit ain't like a porn movie. That's the best way to describe that.
Right, like I'm like y'all know back in the day, people found out they didn't have the right father and stuff like that. This is nothing is new under the sun. Like nothing is new. And I'm sorry, I had to search Melanie King stink to find. I was trying to find it. Because I was like, who had it? I didn't want to, watch it on Pearly's channel. So I'm like, I support me. I know he have his issues, but I'd rather give him the view. But let's continue because she's gonna get into it.
Y'all, BV was never this important because women had a man and they were not running the streets.
Yeah, they power through it, like she just did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you can get BV without sex, but y'all are taking decks. You know what I'm saying? She powered through it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got yeast infections running up the streets. Like I said, I will take, and I'm not trying to be nasty, but we can go to the bathroom right now.
Let's do it.
And I'm a grown woman.
I'm not about to get
Nothing will be left.
That bitch said we can go right now. We can go to the bathroom right
now. Isn't that bizarre that she would say we can go to the bathroom and pull down our underwear and we'll do a smell off? Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, because that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, well, what's she trying to do up in the bathroom, though?
I think she might be trying to sexually assault the women.
That's what I say. Let me find out mommy cray, mommy les, though.
Mm-hmm. That's what it seemed like to me, too. And Ron B makes a good point. He says that Obsidian was defending the white woman while bashing black women, Oprah, Steve Harvey, Derrick Jackson, Essence. I heard that, Rod. I think it was based on that comment someone made in the chat, right? Because he went off. He was so rude, nasty to that woman. And I didn't know what Oprah had to do with just Pearly things saying that slavery is embellished, right? Basically, it's not as bad as they try to make it out to be. And that she doesn't, also, we didn't even discuss that she doesn't agree with Black Americans receiving reparations. Even though, like, even today, we still are experiencing so many negative things because of discrimination, even today. So for her to say that with her privileged self is so disgusting.
Well, let me ask you this, though. She a white person. You expect her to get it?
You're right. And I understand that. That's why, generally speaking, I think most of the manosphere outrage is fake. I just think it's another way to get the, boost the AdSense check, Easter coming up, Mother's Day, all these things. I think Jason was sincere, but I would say for O'Shea, I don't think he was sincere because he was 5 months ago, she was the woman king. Who else? Obsidian. Well, Obsidian wants to get flown out to the UK. That's what he wants, to be on her panel, but I doubt she wants him on her panel like that. Who else said something about it? I know when I watched O'Shea did a live stream with George Macon and LAR Movement. I mean, they don't seem toxic like a lot of the manosphere per se, but like Dennis Sperlin, he's outraged. But Dennis Sperlin he's just have a nasty disposition about him.
Yeah, but Dennis Sperlin, that nigga don't like shit anyway, so I can give a fuck what he think.
He's just a grumpy man. He called women hoes. I'm like, you're an attorney. I don't know if someone can like write the state bar of Texas and him get reprimanded over his online activity. I don't know. Maybe he can't because he's reckless online. So he must know something that I don't know. Because I never seen
never know
like him online. I just never seen
it. And that's another thing too. Yeah. So if he an attorney, then why has he got so much time to spend on here?
Right. And And then he still got the same fiance. Like, girl, he just using you, girl. He probably not gonna marry that mom. He could use her for meals and cleaning up.
And see that's another thing. With all that spending he did, he might as well marry her.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Especially since I heard he imported her anyway. So
oh yeah, I think I heard that he has a baby mama in Jamaica.
yeah, because I think old girl he went down, he imported her straight from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. All right, Dennis, passport, uncle. Okay, but let's see. Just looking at my notes here. But I'm not hating on any creator getting their money, but to me, it seems like what it's about just content. Cause O'Shea, he just like, bro, what more you got to say? It's enough. It's enough. Okay, that's enough.
It's Coon Wars as far as I give a fuck.
And Jason did really drag O'Shea. He was basically calling O'Shea dusty, saying he don't have the money he claimed to have, and he was basically saying that Manosphere is full of incels, pretty much as we already know. Bitter men, including Obsidian, the main bitter man. Like, how's he jealous? He's really jealous of Derek Jackson.
Hey, I still think Flea want to be one of them chicks Derek Jackson be cheating on his wife with.
Probably, because I know when those lady was spilling the tea to Tasha K, man, the way they make Derek sound, a lot of women signing up,
How I look at it is what you about to say?
I was saying, sorry, Danae, them ladies was lining up.
Hey, I see it is they like it, I love it. Who am I to give a fuck?
Yeah, just it seems like Derek Jackson giving advice on men like him,
Yeah, makes sense.
He's talking about himself. But the way Obsidian showed out on his stream, and it was so many others like Obsidian that was pretty much just like siding with just Pearly and throwing black women under the bus when we had nothing to do with her talking to the white supremacists. It was just disgusting. And I don't know if he lost subs for that, but he should. But they probably still support him.
I will say that I was on I was briefly on his live where he was replying to Jason Wack.
Mm-hmm.
And I did notice that he had less than 1,000 watching.
Oh, okay.
So I look at it, I guess his 15 minutes is over.
Maybe. I mean, that wasn't cool what he did. Even the guy MTR, he even spoke out against her, which, I don't know. I mean, that's hurting his pocket because he said they had a dating show or something. So that's really hurting his pocket. But I'm like, well, I can respect it because what she said isn't cool. But like you mentioned, we shouldn't be surprised. I just assume all people like her think like that. That's what I assume.
Yeah, cause that's how I look at it. Because when I see a white person, I already expect them not to get it.
Because even like in work, there's been people I've been really cool with, and I think in reparations came up. They don't support that. I know one lady. This was back when Obama was I guess on the campaign trail.
Right.
Like, why won't he show his birth certificate? Like, they always reveal themselves, But,
right, yeah, because that's one of the main reasons that I stopped discussing racism with white folk, because I already know because they'll pretty much take the Pearly approach.
Right. And to me, I think to me, she said it. So even though she call herself apologizing, it's like, whatever, you said it. That's what you meant. Because even when she was discussing it with him, she paused. So she took a moment to think before she even said it. So that's how she really feels. And hey, that's her right. But I just think in general, the manosphere should have been ashamed to support her like that anyway.
Well, but look at it like this though. She chose Flea Channel to do the interview for a reason.
Yeah, because she knew, like, if she would have done it on like O'Shea. Well, O'Shea said she's reached out to him before. He don't want to talk to her. Who channel do you think if she did it on, she would have got dragged on?
All right, let's see. Now I gotta take a moment on that one. Okay. Since I don't watch a lot of these MGTOW channels, so
I know, like, if she pulled up on, I think, Amiri Brown, I think she would have got ran off the internet. But it's just a small channel, so I don't know. You know how some of these content creators very elitist with who they go on. You know, you gotta have so many subs.
Right.
Um, yeah, she would have got ran out of Dodge on that channel. The Psychopathist channel, I think they would have ran her about.
Well, you know what? Since you mentioned Mary Brown, because there's this one channel. Yeah, there's one guy, this one content creator he cool with named DOD. Oh yeah, right. I already know she would have never made it on his channel.
Oh, okay. I think yeah, I've seen his content. I have, but to me it's sad because I don't agree with a lot of ladies supporting these brothers the way they do. As far as like, it's not that they supporting them, but it's like they don't do any wrong, you know.
Yeah, because I'm about. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's my thing with a lot of the ladies in the space. They just act like the men are innocent when they had all these women supporting them. They didn't all of a sudden now they trying to like share their channels, but y'all should have been sharing their channels.
Right, because that's what I was going to say. Is they supporting them, or well, is the women supporting them, or is they pandering?
I think the only two that seem genuine to me, I want to say Kendra D and Danica. And I say Kendra D because she's been doing it for a long time. I think with Angry Man or somebody, long time. And Danica, because I used to see her on Facebook years ago. I think I was following Facebook saying the same stuff.
Yeah, and I'd say yeah, Concrete Rose and Sister Georgia, they probably for real with it though.
Yeah, I forget about them. They are. I think they seem more balanced to me, you know.
And the only reason I mentioned them because like Danica and yeah, and of course Kendra and that other person you just mentioned, yeah, because they was there long before yeah, this the trad watch thing became a thing, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about them because I don't always catch their streams, but you're right. That's a good point. But some of them I can't stand that Chantel Simone either. I cannot stand that one right.
Yeah, because Chantel, Shay, Sade, and all them, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then they just really like cutthroat with it. They be going in. I can't watch this. Let me see. What's her name? She was on Jason's panel last night. What's her sister name? Courtney Michelle. She seemed like she want to be like a young Lamanzi.
Oh Lord!
But it was funny. Her ass would get dragged on TikTok when she made her review of Woman. It wasn't a Woman King. It was Wakanda Forever. That was so funny to me. They were tearing her up.
That reminded me too. I remember yeah, she almost got her ass beat on yeah, one panel though, because yeah, it was matter of fact, it's on Ball X channel somewhere, but it basically she was talking down to a stripper chick, and of course in that stripper chick, she was ready, she wanted to get froggy on her ass.
Oh wow. But that's the thing with the manosphere, the men and the women both, they're very self-righteous. It's like they always trying to talk down to someone. And O'Shea does that a lot too. I noticed it's his air of superiority about him. I don't know if you noticed that before. It was like, to me, it seemed like I don't know if I should say he think he's better, but you know how he called people struggle streamers, and it's like, that's y'all Negroes don't have this now, and blah blah blah. And whenever he gets on his soapbox, he want to go in and he goes in on Dr. Umar, which we know Dr. Umar, he's a character, right? But I don't know, it's just something about him. He claimed he was in medical school, and I used to watch his back in his I was still in Georgia, so it's been a minute when he used to do those rumbles and stuff.
Right.
And I think to myself, like, how are you in medical school? You be online too much. I didn't believe it. I still don't.
I know. Yeah, because see, and then you gotta remember too, this the same nigga that went from MGTOW to whatever he is now.
Oh, I didn't know he was a MGTOW.
That's how he started.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because he started out coming on here crying about women and shit.
Wow.
Matter of fact,
himself, I think.
What'd you say?
I think he should humble himself.
Right, because matter of fact, because yeah, he was one of the founders of the Black MGTOW movement.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it was him. Yeah, what's his name? Angry Man and yeah, Flea.
Angry Man Rants be funny as hell though. When he be on one, it is funny. I can't even lie. When you remember when he was in his feelings about Kevin Samuels?
Oh yeah,
I sometimes just watched that just to get a laugh. That was classic.
and you ain't gonna lie, I do miss when GMT used to troll him though.
GMT is like one of the best trolls I've seen on here. His content really cracked me up. I think I first encountered GMT. I think during the Black Lives Matter. It was it Washington? Some brother got shot and paralyzed, but he was like, "You should be a high value man, wear a suit." I was like, I know this is wrong, but it made me laugh. Like he's funny. It just his cadence, how he speaks, and his I don't know if he still does the intro, but he's like, "What is for the Nimnos? What is it? Bedwetters?" That crazy.
Oh yeah, what was it? Nefnons, bedwetters, dishwashers, some other shit,
Yeah, I figured he probably been busy with work or something because he used to come on here more frequently. Hopefully, he'll give his take on this situation.
Yeah, he probably don't come on. Yeah, 'cause I think he was coming on more when the Rona was a thing.
Oh yeah. We all had more time. Then if you notice, like, and Jason Black pointed that out. He said, a lot of people views was up because we all were literally at home. But now that I guess we can say that the pandemic is over, that people are outside and kind of have some normalcy. You can see. I noticed a lot of channels I watch their views are down.
Yeah.
So he's like, y'all thought I'm just paraphrasing, but basically he said they thought they had some, and some creators are even going back getting 9 to 5s and everything.
Yep. So yeah, because once the Rona was pretty much over with, reality just set in.
Yeah. And I said, no, like one channel I watch, it's a mukbang channel. This lady has over 230,000 subscribers. She can't even put it this way, Obsidian get more views than she does.
That should tell you something.
Like people is just high, and that kind of comes, I think, to a certain extent, gets a little repetitive and boring. And she does it every day. I'm like, she's saying she think about getting a job, so I'm like, them checks must not be hitting right.
Right, but they also got to remember too that Flea or shot. Yeah, he got more time to do this since he ain't got no job to go to.
That's right. And Rob B makes another good point. He says that those manosphere use any opportunity to bash Black women, even if the issue has nothing to do with Black women. I noticed that, Rob B, and I remember, I think I mentioned y'all before I started this channel because Salsa Ray antics was I just had to react to it. But when the pandemic hit and Kevin Samuels I think I made my videos on him before he went viral. He disgusted me so much. I just had to say my thoughts on it. I think the manosphere, they just always bashing Black women. And it seems like they have a genuine disdain issue with Black women. I don't know if it's like a mother wound that needs to be addressed. I don't know. I get it. I think we all probably been hurt in romantic relationships. I'm like, they need to deal with that.
And I'm glad Robbie mentioned that too, because I know could there be threads where not threads but videos where a manosphere person could be talking about the end of the world or something, and somebody jump right up in the comment box and talks about fuck Black women.
Right, and it's like they're bots. It's like they even with a woman will comment, like, for instance, when Kevin, he done went to the Tom Ford boutique in the sky, but when he was here, if you look at the women commenting on his channel, they could be in support of him. Those men would just go in on those women. I mean, they just act like rabid dogs or something. Like they just unhinged. Hey, what is wrong with y'all? I just don't understand. What's up, Reza? Good to see you, but
yeah, what's good, Reza?
I don't get it, and I forget about that dude, Mr. Jab. He's one of them too. He would he be considered incel?
Incel, MGTOW, something like that.
He's really, really bitter. He has a really, he's really bitter. He's really bitter. I can't. He calls women, I think, German Shepherd or something.
Oh yeah.
And I like to a certain extent CNG be right about them. It's sad, but they do seem like they prop this white woman up as if she's better than black women. They always lying about welfare, took men out the home, and it's just weird. It's so bizarre.
Hey, you know, one thing I've noticed a long time ago,
Mhm.
ain't no future in cooning.
That's true. So I think they get what they deserve with this lady, the audacity, like, and it's kind of hard for me to articulate, but I'm gonna do the best I can. But it seems like they want to, like the black manosphere, want to distance themselves from black children and women. Like we're better. Look at us, white people. We're better than them. That's what it seems to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. They classic men,
Mhm.
alpha males, high value men.
They have a jawline. All this foolishness they be talking about.
Bullshit if I heard any.
Right. I'm just looking at my notes here, but I'm gonna go back to Melanie so y'all can see some more of her going in on women's. To me, she's like, what do you consider it, like sexual harassment? But it's weird.
But yeah, that bathroom shit though.
And now I had this coochie smell out right now. Of course, you know, 8 Ball trying to get that bitch in. We can go check right now, bitch. We can go compare coochies right now. What's up? This how serious she is about trying to prove it. This how stupid the SBE. You know, she's trying to prove a point. SBE just gets illogical at some point. We can do this right now.
Yo, time
What's
out.
Okay.
Hey, ain't this a MGTOW nigga talking all this shit though?
Is he? I don't even know. Like, once you start clicking on like these guys' channel, YouTube start recommending everybody else. I know he had that pump and dump song. Like I said, I feel y'all don't judge me. It's not that I support him per se, but I couldn't find nobody else that had this that I knew of, and I didn't want to play Pearly. I did the best I could with that. But yeah, he calls. Well, I know he says that they shouldn't be. He call it SBE in women.
But yeah, but no, I just noticed that a lot of times the MGTOWs they love to move on all sides when it's convenient.
It makes sense to make any point they can go against, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely could tell he's toxic because his language, hoes and B words and stuff. So I definitely tell that. But I just really wanted y'all to see how Melanie was wanting these women to go to the bathroom and pull their drawers down for her.
Yeah. So back to my question. So why you want to go to the bathroom for?
Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, it's inappropriate. And two, why is it like Black Master is so self-righteous? Like, okay, we get it. There's some people that we may deem wayward, right? That may seem lost. But I think everybody got to find their own way. We all have our own journey in the life. And, your own experiences kind of help shape who you are. Like, we can't force someone to heal. We can't force someone to grow or change. But it's like they be trying to force their mess on people.
And that's what they got to learn the hard way, though. You can't change folk. Folk got to want to change.
And also, it seems that, I'm going to show you another channel, MTR channel. It just seems like this is just entertainment for them. Like the Black manosphere is not about male empowerment. It's about entertainment at the expense of women's feelings.
Yeah, because I know you can never get anything logical out of them. At least I can anyway.
Like, look at this. Let's see. Adult actors get roasted by a father. When women treat men like kings, so I guess that's favorable, right? Holding whatever. Okay. Adult actress caught filming gets roasted. She admits her mother was the problem. Alpha male humbles exotic dancer on podcast. So that's Pearly show. Woman roasted after catfishing man. Adult actress get angry at man, then gets roasted. Like, modern women get humbled on podcasts. She said, I would never delete Instagram for a man. She says men aren't accountable. False act. Like, all of this is about women. Man, look at this. Brittany Renner is now born again virgin. Woman slaps man and instantly regret it. Mom catches teen daughter before cheeks get clapped. 55-year-old woman admits to having hot girl summer. Like, large woman proposes to man and gets checked. What else? Large woman challenges man. They really, why is obese women not bothering them? I don't understand.
Yeah, unless you know there's some deeper issues they got to deal with.
Like, obese women is just living their lives. Lizzo size IG model regrets lying to fat women. IG model get roasted for being a catfish. Ratchet woman kicked off just Pearly podcast. Woman shows up to a divorce pregnant by another. Delusional woman embarrasses herself. So I guess her lace is lifting or something with her wig. Woman roasts toxic female gym TikTokers. Myron Gaines makes woman cry. Wife kicks out husband while boyfriend watches. Like, look at this shit. Look at his sub count. If y'all listen, y'all, this is the cheat code. If you want to grow a YouTube channel and just talk about women every day, all day. When did he get one of his testicles removed? It's a bitter ass. That's why he got one ball now.
Weirdos, junkies, drunks, femcells, incels, bums, bootleggers, and the criminally insane.
You're right about that. I think it's another channel too. I want to show you. Like, all these guys is like the same thing. Said we saw obsidian, so it must be oceans. Now he think he TMZ or something. Anyway, Black TMZ.
From MGTOW to Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna give him his props. I love the editing. His editor is dope, whoever it is. But again, same thing, just dragging women. Okay, now look. Okay, hold on. Let's start from top. This cracked me up. Did you see this video? This correctional officer is sucking a man's finger. He's recording. They about to get it on in the jail.
Yeah, I seen that video.
That's crazy. And now she crying. She ought to know better.
Yep, she knows she done fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. So Alexa telling me go to bed. But he look at all these just Pearly, like, oh my goodness. And then D'Angelo Russell, who is that? Has a baby by a white IG model, and guess who, man? He's always talking about guess who, man. We don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't know who that is. Just Pearly, black men winning in Colombia. Jonathan Major's white girlfriend. So he pretty much TMZ. Pretty much TMZ right here. But Larsa Pippen, black woman destroys Larsa Pippen for braids, I guess. Now he using Kendra G like he did Kevin Samuels. 35-year-old single mom gets ether on Kendra G media. And Kendra G is kind of pick me to me. Let's see what else we got. Black woman destroys Summer Walker over her child yanking her weave off. Charleston White, that's crazy with the 6'9". Okay, what else? So I guess for the most part, this channel is more celebrity gossip. He talking about how son Campbell fumbled the bag. I think YouTube should demonetize Black Manosphere. I think they should be demonetized. I wish I knew the contact because they making all this money off hatred. He talk about black men in DC, Dusty Washington DC Pookies. Like he's always calling somebody Pookie, Ray Ray, single mama. What else he like to say? 304. Lizzo size, feminist. They always call some woman Lizzo size. So how is this black male empowerment? How is this empowering? It doesn't seem empowering at all to me. He mad about Tamar Braxton being engaged to that. Like, who cares? Like, who really cares about this stuff? Whatever. So Men are refusing to get into relationships. He wants to make fun of Megan Good. So that's black male empowerment. This is your black male empowerment on YouTube. So I don't get how that's empowering at all. But I'm gonna go back to that Melanie clip of her wanting to have a vagina show off, I guess you can call it. If I can find my tab, let's see. Thank y'all for joining me this evening. Be sure to hit the like. I appreciate it. There it is.
Y'all, BV was never this important because women had a man.
Sound like this bitch trying to shoot a shot, maybe. This bitch might be trying to shoot a shot. This bitch might be trying to get some les action going on. Because I'm trying to find a reasoning behind this.
And they were not running the streets. Y'all got yeast infections running up the streets. Like I said, I will take, and I'm not trying to be nasty, but we can go to the bathroom right now.
Let's do it.
And I'm a grown woman.
I'm not about to get
Nothing will be left.
Look at just Pearly. That white side started to kick in. Hold up. No lawsuits. She knows.
But I just want y'all to see that. That's just bizarre. That's weird that Melanie would say that to those women. That was inappropriate. She should be ashamed of herself for that. And also, I want to play the clip Rod mentioning how Obsidian went off on the sister when he's up there defending Pearly. But he went in on the sister. So I'm going to play that clip so y'all can hear just how nasty and rude he was and how toxic he is. Like, he's just, I don't know what his problem is. But it's really sad that he did that. And a lot of these people support his channel, and that's how he talks to her.
Reason. By the way, O'Shea, if you want to know why it is that I never rocked with your buddy, you or your buddy like that, now that I know that y'all are the manosphere, all three of you, you better hope I don't sit up here and go rent me a Chevy Impala and throw the three of y'all in the back seat. But in any case, there are some things that you can say there's a slight difference of opinion, and there are other things that are just high treason.
You know. Yeah, let me
one last thing, because I know Obsidian getting.
Now, this is Mr. Psychopathist, who you saw me on with earlier. Shout out to him. Shout out to Q Butter. Shout out to Courtney Michelle. Was chopping it up with them last night. So Psychopathist somehow got through, and he was dropping bombs on Obsidian, and it wasn't going well for him. But look at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see that there was a young woman who puts in a super chat. And I want you all to pay attention, because this, what happens next, this is what Pearly thinks. As you can see, she's in attendance. She's there in the audience over there on the right. This is what high treason looks like. This is what high treason against black people looks like.
Can I get one last thing off?
I just want to interject here, because there's somebody in the chat room saying, a lady, I'll put it up here. A lady says exactly, you prove the point. She's targeting the black community. Why? Because it's a popular and lucrative area. It doesn't mean she cares to fix the problems. So she's supposed to fix the problems that black women have created.
Incredible.
She's supposed to fix, hold it. She's supposed to fix the problems that black women themselves have created. Black women have made billions off of black female fuckery. Oprah Winfrey is the queen of black female fuckery, and she's made billions.
And what does Oprah have to do with just Pearly saying that black people shouldn't have reparations, that slavery, I guess the harshness of slavery was embellished? What does Oprah Winfrey, a journalist in our modern day society, have to do with this? It's weird.
Billions from it, but you're mad because now Pearly can make a couple of coins from it. That's the real problem a lot of us have with Pearl. It's time that the truth be told. You didn't say anything about Oprah Winfrey. You didn't say anything about Essence. You didn't say anything when Ebony magazine went from a proud tradition to a feminist shill. You didn't say anything about Kimberly Foster. You didn't say anything about Derek Jackson. Don't get me started on that. You didn't say anything about Steve Harvey. You didn't say anything about all of those people for years and decades making buku money off of the fuckery of black women. But here come Pearl, and now all of a sudden you got your back up. Bitch, please. You know.
So y'all heard that? He called her a B word. Like, he went on that rant. It was so weird. What does Essence Magazine? None of that has anything to do with the topic at hand. Like he's a weird ass man. And also always call himself bachelor, but brown sugar. And then he's always trying to judge a woman's look. Like, look at his lady. She's not that hot, but whatever. But yeah, as I mentioned, Kimberly Nicole Foster, she's throwing a sipping paint in Dallas, and he's trying to say she's going to have, what do you call it? Something nasty. So Kimberly, I don't know if she is, but she was saying she's going to sue him. So we'll see. We'll stay on top of that to see what happens with that, because he's very reckless with his mouth and he lies on people. He blatantly lies on people. All right. So another interesting part of that stream to me was when the caller, there was, when Jason started taking callers, it was one man, I think he's a good representation of the manosphere. Like he was unhinged. So we're gonna listen to that because he shows what the manosphere is: unhinged, bitter, lonely men. So let me find that. Bear with me one moment. Again, I thank y'all for joining me via live tonight, or if you're watching this via replay, I definitely appreciate it. And thank you, Jason Black, for these chapters. It makes it very easy to find what you're looking for. This is awesome. So let's see, what is it? I think Mr. Fantastic tried to get on the stream. That was hilarious. He wouldn't let him on. He wouldn't let him on. That was funny. Oh my God, where is it? Here it is. Here it is. I'm sure it's the right one.
They talk about a lot of stuff that relates to me.
Did you hear my commentary tonight?
I heard some of it.
Okay. What part of that what part of what you heard from them did you agree with?
On this particular situation or anything?
Well, let's start with this particular situation and then we'll end with how they are the ones who precipitated this situation. So let's start with this situation. Which part of it do you agree with them?
I don't agree with any of this.
Okay, so now all the rats are jumping ship and saying that they don't associate with it. Then he's going to turn around and tell me that he does associate with it.
Wait, I'm still part of. I said in this particular situation.
But this situation is a part of everything, though, sir. That's the problem. You can't separate this from everything else. That's the problem. You can't do that. It doesn't work. You can't say that this is isolated because it isn't.
I'm gonna speed it up, son, because the guy.
So
if I smell 409 around, how emotional he is. Hey, to all how emotional he is. So, sir, this is my point, and that only comes in relation to one thing: where you stand.
That to the side. But what I'm saying is that
wow, he said, I'm not putting it to the side, but I'm not putting it to the side, but okay. By the way, you're right. This does sound like that Mr. Fantastic guy. Sure does sound like him.
He's a crazy guy.
No, I'm not any guy called Mr. Fantastic.
All right. If I smell 409 around here, I'm going to be like, okay, not so sure about that. How old are you, son?
Me? I'm 37.
Okay. These young cats out here, sir.
No. When did I say that?
A black man, a man who is not and does not wish to lead is not worthy of respect.
Lead what? Lead what? Lead what?
Look how
There's
Look
nothing
how
to lead.
emotional he is. He's
There's
just like
nothing to lead.
By the way, he's just like Obsidian. Do you all see how
There's nothing
childish
to
and
lead.
emotional he
There's
is?
nothing to lead.
Sir,
Black
you're
Professor Black
you're
Truth,
not building
there's nothing to
anything.
lead.
You're not building anything.
Are you? Are you?
Yes, sir.
No, you're not. We
Sir.
don't even see your face, buddy.
Sir, that you're on. We don't see yours.
I'll show you my face.
Sir,
No problem.
Sir, you're on my platform.
I've never seen your face.
Sir,
ever.
you're on
What
my.
are you doing?
Are
you afraid of
sir,
the
you're
so-called
on
white
my
supremacy
You're on my platform.
Does that matter?
I must have built something.
Have we ever seen your face?
No, sir. You see my work.
Have we ever?
See
why
my work.
Is that? Are you scared of white supremacy?
No, sir. I'm scared.
So-called white supremacy?
No, I'm scared of coons. I'm scared of coons.
I'm scared of coons.
I'm scared of coons like Horace. I'm scared of them.
Okay.
Horace.
Okay.
Just understand, you already said why nobody respects you. And by the way, do you see how
nobody
emotional
respects you?
he is?
You a coward. You the one that
I'm not leading. I ain't leading. I ain't gotta lead them. What are you building? I'm building myself. Sir, take some Ritalin and calm down. I ain't gotta calm down. These women don't respect me. You've done nothing for women to respect. I ain't gotta do nothing for them. Then they don't have to respect you. What you mean they ain't gotta respect me? Yeah, do you want to know where these hoe-ass mama's boys learned this? Yeah, take a look at the winosphere. Jason, why do you call the black manosphere the winosphere? That was one of their disciples just got off the phone. Little fruit booty mama's boy. Yeah, that was one of their disciples just got off the phone. Yeah, that's the type of masculinity that women are looking to rally behind. Hey, to all the ladies in...
But I just wanted to show that because that's like a good representation of the fans of the Black Manosphere right there. They all seem to think and act like that man did. But I would say in general, it really seems like the Black Manosphere loves propping up other races of women, especially now they got their passport movement. Like that's another weird thing. Anyone can apply for a passport. They act like there's something groundbreaking, like oh, whatever. They're just late to the party, but yeah, they just like to prop up other races of women. So they propped up Miss Pearly, or just Pearly, whatever the hell her name is. They propped her up to say that she's better and that she gets them when, you know, she's just pandering to get her money up. That's all she's doing. But they so simple. Manosphere is so simple. All you got to do is tell them what they want to hear. That's all you got to do. A lot of those women in their space are pandering to them for money, and I don't blame them. Get money because they simple-minded. It's simple, easy to fool. But just looking at my notes, see if there's anything else I want to discuss. But just to summarize, I do think that Jason is genuine. I don't think he's an opportunist like O'Shea and a lot of the men in the manosphere. I think he's genuine in pointing that out. I think it needed to be pointed out. I don't watch Pearly, so I wouldn't have known about it because, like I told you two, don't recommend that shit to me. I don't want to see it. Okay? Because they were really pushing her channel. I don't want to see her mess. But I think it's really sad how these brothers operate. I don't know why they're this way. It's a bad look, and they keep trying to distance themselves. Even when, like, if y'all saw when Angry Man did that, what you call it, a debate with Destiny, the dude named Destiny, and he even called in reinforcement to throw Black women under the bus. I don't know what's happened to these men. Why they're always trying to throw Black women and children under the bus. Robbie, you said they're so lame that they have to actually leave the country to get women. That's sad because that's a lot of effort, a lot of money, and a lot of, some of those women overseas have kids they're hiding, but whatever. A lot of them sell, well, I'm not shading those women, but some of them do sell their bodies to make money, so that's okay with them, right? But they talk about so-called 304 culture here in North America, but I just think they really have some identity issues. Like, I don't know if it's that they don't like being Black. It's something. I don't know if it's self-hate. I don't know what you want to call it, but they have some issues. They have some deep issues. said Obsidian, he's really showed his ass. He looks disgusting. He ought to be ashamed of himself. I know he's not, but he's a clown. He's a clown. I don't know how Miss Mocha, what her name, Brown Sugar, could stay with him. And just Pearly, she knew what she was saying was wrong. I'm wondering if she's just trying to distance herself from them, and just kind of go into that right wing media that seems like where she wants to be. Kind of like, well, I know she's a black woman, but Candace Owens, she said some wild stuff. I'm like, does she really believe what she says? Because I think now Candace Owens is attacking Skims for creating, I guess, clothing for people that are disabled. And she's talking about that's inclusive. Like, what's wrong with creating, if you have a business, you're trying to fulfill a need, right? What's wrong with that? I don't know. Like, she takes things too far. She takes things way too far. But it also seems like the manosphere is like, they don't necessarily seem like a brotherhood. They seem like they're in competition, like who can be the top SBE, who can be the top to shame women and be self-righteous and, make women get their lives together and submit and marry them, even though they don't make but $40,000 and have kids or whatever. Like, it's like they want to, who can be the top dog in that arena? They're a very weird group of men, I'd say. I see why the feds are looking at them when they have like that subway shooter and the David Carroll's. Like, they speak on David Carroll like he was some great person. He was definitely a nut. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show you. I think that's pretty much it. Jessica X called in, but I think she's reviewing that on her channel, so y'all can go over there if you want to check it out. Jessica is another clown to me. I don't know if y'all saw, but it was like Jason was trying to get her to cam up, and she wouldn't cam up. And he was asking some questions like about how much money she made, where she lives. She didn't want to answer like where she lives, and she's very secretive. So I don't know if maybe she's some kind of secret agent, special agent or something, covert operation, perhaps. I don't know. But I just think she really goes hard at women. I think she's another disingenuous woman. I don't like her at all. I don't like her content at all. So I try to stay away. But yeah, again, I just think the manosphere, they're just opportunists. They ride in this thing as long as they can ride it to boost up their Google AdSense checks. I get, hey, do what you do. That's what you want to do. I think that another thing that's interesting, how the manosphere all seem to go at women, right? They even recruiting women like Pearly things. They even have a group of black women behind them going at women too. But when Pearly and Nick said something derogatory about black men, because I think he said something about King Riches or whatever, now they have such a problem. So it's like, as long as you talk about black women, they're okay. They're okay. They just don't like black women. They really need to seek help. They need to seek help. I don't want to hold y'all long. That's really all I have. I'd say if you haven't checked out Jason's stream, check it out. It's quite interesting. It's long, but if you're cleaning up or whatever, driving, you can listen to it. I think it's worth listening to. I don't know if the manosphere has learned a lesson from this. I doubt it. I think I even saw Tommy Sotomayor speaking on the issue, but of course he's like Obsidian. They both kind of similar as far as tap dancing for, white approval. So I'm not surprised there, but sad. Do better, Black Manosphere. Do better. Stop dragging women. Women, we are not your enemies. We're not your enemies. A lot of women have your back, have had your back. So I think the way that they do us is quite treasonous. It's not cool. But that's it, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all long. That's all I have. I know this has been a hot topic, and it's probably just been over talked about at this point, but it's getting YouTube street smoking. So that's all I have tonight. I thank you for joining me. Please hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments below if you're watching this on replay. Drop any suggestions in the comments. You have anything you want to see over here? Give me some ideas. But until the next time later, thank you, Jess, for coming up. And that's it for now, y'all. Have a good one.